Hello everyone, hope we're all good. Big shout out to KR Couriers and Transport Limited, and a big thank you to everyone who likes, shares, comments and subscribes to the All or Nothing podcast with myself, Billy Moore. Okay, so I'm just going to head into the city of Liverpool and have a chat with a few of the lads and see how the two homeless girls are getting on, Charlotte and Autumn, see if they're being moved on. So yeah, these young girls have been evicted. The tent is no longer there. I have no idea where they've been moved on to, or if they've found somewhere, which I hope they have. If we come across them, be sure to have a little chat with them. But yeah, look, gone. Scully, how are you, lad?
Well, you know, lad.
What's been going on for you on the streets?
Same old, same old.
You've been here like for years, haven't you? On and off, in and out. I seen you during the lockdown.
Yeah.
Down by London Road doing your little barbecues, remember that?
You know it.
Yeah, all the police kicking off. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your life and that.
Basically, I got into drugs when I was at a late age. I got into drugs in Preston jail. I was looking at a quite substantial sentence, but I got a walkout and I ended up with a habit. Walked out there clean, man. Walk out of there, not a clean man. And I've been an addict ever since.
How does you lose your legs?
Through injecting.
Is that like just
Constantly?
Constantly.
Yeah. Speedballing it. Heroin and crack.
Have you ever tried to get off it?
I have twice.
But are you just happy where you're at now?
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't really want to look at where I am.
No.
Because if I look at where I am, that'll be it.
But you think the drugs, because you know as well as me, you know, we've had that experience, does it take away the pain?
It takes away, it doesn't take away the pain, never takes
it numbs it?
It just numbs it within a couple of hours.
Do people on the streets look after you?
It all depends what you mean look after.
In a sense of like, you know, do they have respect for you? Because you know and I know from people have told me, you know, back in the day, you could have a go.
Little go, yeah?
Yeah, no more than a little go, lad. You know, you're a bit of an hard kid back then, weren't you?
Well, I was alright, yeah. I was alright, I could handle myself, but the thing is, like, is the bullies are the ones that get stuck out there. It's just the funeral parlours are for them.
That's it, mate, you know that, the funeral.
Yeah.
But you know what, lad, it's been good to speak to you. Appreciate your time, right?
Thanks, man.
Just gonna get a little, so, big shout out.
Now then, I'm Oski. See you later. Be good to
See you later, Skull. Thanks for your time. Right, lads, we've all had a little chat prior to coming on. Nice to meet you, Sean.
Nice to meet you.
Right, so you were telling me like what the gear was like, right? Go ahead, let's.
I was 8, 9 years of age, and when I've seen it in life, like even though not for my eyes, like today, like how people struggling and have a smoke and that. They're just smoking to feel normal and that. There's like there's no strength in the drugs no more. It's all like
you buy gear to make yourself feel normal and not right.
Yeah. And you're only 24, aren't you?
I'm 24. I've been on white and brown since I was 16. And even when I first started smoking it, the older generation to me said it's not the same anymore. But even I've noticed in the past 4 or 5 years, it's not me tolerance, it's just gone shitter and shitter and shitter. When I first started smoking, you got a buzz, you got a really good buzz, and now you're lucky if it tastes like what it's meant.
And you're all on the streets?
Yeah. I'm on the streets.
Yeah, all of us are on the streets, we've been on the streets for years.
Have anyone ever tried to help you to get off?
Yeah, but they pretend to help you, but they don't really help you.
Yeah.
They just pretend to.
Yeah.
I've got
Fill in the gaps.
I've got a place where like each time, like each week, I go and do my property pool and that, and like, I'm waiting obviously to get a property.
But you know what?
An idea of help is to throw you in a hostel, and then from that hostel you either end up back on the streets or move to another hostel, not your own place, not your own hostel.
Passed about.
And then you're just trapped in that circle then of hostels, owing money to hostels. And then before you know it, you can't be housed in your own home because you owe such and such, whatever housing solution houses, all this money. And then before you know it, it's, oh, but we can offer you this hostel because you owe this much money. And then before you know it, it's just a loop again.
You're trying to get off drugs, you go into a hostel, and everybody in the hostel is taking drugs, so it puts you backwards.
So
Yeah,
you're up
fucked.
against it, aren't you? Find a losing battle.
Yeah, the best place to be is out on the streets if you want to stop taking drugs.
And then people that you know that speak to you on every day and that. Not that you don't want to speak to them because they have an addiction and that. And you know, some of them you might have known for a long time that you could class as friends and that. But you can't be rude and not say hello to someone and then all because all because they're still
I hope Oasis doesn't I've got a little bit of Oasis in the background, haven't we? Right, but thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. I felt really privileged today speaking to Scully and the three lads. And they all said to me, you know what, it's nice for someone to stop and just give them a bit of time. You know, and I just thought, you know what, I'm speaking to my young people here. You know, they're still suffering addict on the streets. Enough is enough. Once again, I appreciate all your support, kindness and love. Take care.